Well, the Queen has spoken for the first time since Prince Philip's funeral, and it comes in the midst of another royal scandal. Our correspondent Sarah Greenhalgh is in London now. Sarah, good evening to you. Now, the Queen has taken part in another rare Zoom call.
She has, Michael. Good evening. So we've seen a few photos of the Queen carrying out audiences here at Buckingham Palace from Windsor Castle over video link in the past few weeks. But this is the first time we've actually seen her engaging with anyone since losing her husband, Prince Philip, a month ago. So she was on a Zoom call with members of the Royal Life-Saving Society, talking fondly about her teenage years, how at the age of 14 she became the first person in the Commonwealth to actually receive a particular life-saving award for swimming, and she remembered how she was pretty chuffed about the badge that she got to wear. Take a listen.
I didn't realise I was the first one. I just did it, and had to work very hard for it. But it was a great achievement, and I was very proud to wear the badge on the front of my swimming suit.
The Queen has been the patron of the Royal Life-Saving Society since 1952, and Michael, they obviously carry out such important work, with drowning still being one of the leading causes of preventable deaths around the world. And
Sarah, look, the appearance on Zoom seems to be a fairly timely, probably welcome distraction from the latest royal scandal, and that involves the Queen's cousin.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, Michael? The timing of these things, they always seem to coincide. So Prince Michael of Kent, 78 years old, the Queen's first cousin, has been caught up in a sting by British journalists. So two media outlets here, the Times newspaper and Channel 4, have been carrying out this investigation into how members of the royal family use their connections to the monarchy for personal profit. And in the case of Prince Michael specifically, it's his links to Russia. So again, in another Zoom call, we see two journalists who are posing as investors for a fake South Korean gold company, and they basically learn during this meeting with Prince Michael that he is more than willing to make representations on their behalf to the Kremlin, so basically direct access to Vladimir Putin. Now, Prince Michael, it is worth noting, he is not a working member of the royal family, so he isn't paid from the public purse. He is, however, the Queen's first cousin, and has certainly has represented Her Majesty in the past, so it's not a great look. His office has put out a statement saying that the last time he met President Putin was back in 2003, 18 years ago, and he hasn't had any contact since. Buckingham Palace, perhaps not surprisingly, hasn't commented on this particular issue.
Sarah, whilst we have you, I should ask you also about some other news there. The UK Prime Minister, this has been bubbling along, but he is now under investigation over spending.
He is, Michael. So this is actually a second investigation. So this has just been revealed in the past couple of hours. Boris Johnson is being investigated by the Parliamentary Commissioner for Standards over a trip that he and his fiancée Carrie took to the Caribbean in December 2019 after his election win. When he came back, Boris Johnson did declare to the House of Commons that a Tory donor had paid for accommodation, about 26,000 Australian dollars worth of luxury accommodation in a villa on this particular island. But that Tory donor then came out saying that he didn't pay for it, then changed his mind and said he did facilitate the trip. So Boris is under investigation for that, as well as who paid for those renovations to his Downing Street flat. Michael?
I could keep going. Sarah, when you're a correspondent out in the field, how annoying is the wind?
Michael, I probably can't say, but incredibly annoying, especially in this particular location.
You put up with a lot of things out there.
I'm sorry for the distraction.
No. You always do a professional, wonderful job, but I can see that it's been testing you.
Thank you.
Good on you, Sarah, from a windy London. Thank you.